I am not a man of culture, for better and for worse. But I'm gonna try to get into the bottom of this. Wow. You can taste the oxygen. Who painted this? It can't have been your brother. Our brother? What do you mean? Did both Paul and Johannes paint? Now I'm confused. If only one of them painted, then it implies that the one we played in the intro, the one who seemed to perish, was Paul. He was a radio telegraphist. But it could also imply that, hey, it's like a basic painting. We didn't paint it for sure. It can't have been our brother. I know, but this is similar to what I saw earlier in this journey as well, where we saw imagery and paintings, monochrome paintings of what seemed to be from the war. So this is either the Lady of Sorrows, or it's one of those tiny gremlin-like creatures in the battlefield, in the trenches, I suppose it is. Fountain. There used to be a statue on this fountain. I was about to say, I can hear the water flowing already. That's raining. And the glass walls on the roof. The tree. Is this supposed to resemble the same tree that I saw? The tree of sorrow. I suppose fire and plant life concentrated in here doesn't go hand in hand, but we shall trust that it shall be fine. Oh, a tiny little botanic garden, a mini department, an office, botanic office. Okay, I thought this was someone. It looks like the statue's face has been eaten away. Looks like fire. Looks like molten. Is this supposed to resemble our mother? Like when the mother of sorrows, or Lady of Sorrows, walked around this tree, who we assume to be our mother, sometimes she had a pose that looked just like this. It looked like this. And these could be considered the medicine that she had to inject into herself, or someone had to inject into herself. Strange. There was it seltsame. No, that's Säure. The acid. And adjust. Oh, heat and adjust. Erhitzen und justieren. Wilhelm's water. Salt acid. Panzer eater. What's a Panzerfresser? Okay, let's have a look here.
You hold redemption in your hands. The key to everything. Omega. Between red and blue.
Maybe there's a little puzzle for us in the lounge of his, because there were shelves called Omega and all sorts of Greek alphabet or wherever those alphabets stem from. I'm so bad with it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hydrochloric acid. To create hydrochloric acid, mix and heat cooking salt and sulfuric acid until it boils. Hydrochloric acid. Ah, that's salt, I suppose. Salt, yeah. Packet of salt. Yoink. Sulfuric acid. I assume this would have more of a reddish taint. We take... Why did it sound like we poured it into our pocket? We live dangerously. Lantern. Let there be light. And a paraffin lamp, I suppose. On. Letter success. March the 3rd, 1915. Dear Director General von Schmidt, the research and production of weapons has finally provided the long-awaited upturn in our company's fortunes. We have increased the number of chemists in our employ and set up an additional production facility. I imagine your father would be very proud of your current commercial success, especially as it comes in the service of victory for the fatherland. Grubert, Deputy Director, Paint and Factories, Berlin. How it's so pitch dark outside is just two bright lamps, street lamps or so, or our own lamps. Let's see here. Okay, we just add this and add this. There's a lot of salt. Do I have what it takes? Chemistry was never my thing. Rotate the valve to find the right temperature. Do we have it? Oh, okay, never mind. Here we go. Started filling now. There. It made a sound, but nothing happened. It confused me. Hydrochloric acid. The pungent smell is unbearable. That I can imagine. And hydrochloric acid. That goes into one of these. Salt soil. This one. And what about here? Well, there was a document. Omega between red and blue. The key to everything. Let's have a look at this first. Omega between red and blue. God, I feel like some wildlife is gonna jump out at me. It must be something having an animal, having a room full of dead animals. Keep tripping over my speech. Having a room full of dead animals, and then you go into the jungle. How can you not feel that something is about to jump out on you? Omega between red and blue. This one. This book in the middle. There's a key in it. Display case key. The little key to the display case was hidden in the diary.
August 10th, 1917. I have it. The formula that will help us to victory. An acid that can dissolve the enemy's tank weapons. I call it the Tank Eater.
Panzerfresser.
Iron and steel are no match for my acid. It is a weapon even more potent than our new mask breaker agent. The formula is locked in the safe, preserved from prying eyes by the memory of my father.
Aha. So, where is your safe? Makes sense that it would be in the little office that you had. Let's go back to the little office. Or could it fit in here? Oh, it fits in here. Ah. Hello. And maybe this fits. Maybe this is some sort of sophisticated mechanism for the safe. Gazelle's horn. I think you vandalized the poor antler.
August 26th, 1916. I had a peculiar dream. It was my 32nd birthday again, and I was visiting father in Africa. Just as I did back then, I shot the gazelle. I remember the approval in father's gaze, the nod of recognition. It was my first and only journey of such distance. In my dream, however, I was suddenly a child again. My leg no longer stiff and sickly. In this vision, I was finally able to ride with father. We rode all over the world, from Africa to China, and on to America. He was proud of me. Over and over he spoke to me of how man and horse must merge into one when they ride into battle. Yet in reality, I never rode with father. I was never able to learn. I know how much of a disappointment I was to him, ever since the day I was born. If only I could have gone to the front myself, but this cursed leg won't allow it. It never would.
Well, this is what they call it dreams, you know. Not all dreams are good, but once in a little while in a blue moon, I could have a dream where what I truly want in life is what I see. That sounded very dark and stuff, but it's like more like everyone's proud of me. I am more successful, didn't have so much hardships, and those who I look up to are proud of me. They call it dreams because in your dreams you can achieve anything. I've had more troubling dreams than good dreams. Quite a bit of nightmares. But yeah, you wanted to make your father proud, but in reality you couldn't. And you wanted to fight. So instead, you pass on this legacy of being harsh and, well, you should have changed that evil circle. Why am I going here? Rambling to myself, I have a gazelle horn. Probably need to mixture myself some glue to attach it, but... Well, let's do a little jog. We are not our father. We can actually jog. Maybe we're in the war even. There we go. There we go. It's okay. We do visit a little shrine there after. Over on this side. Here, gazelle. Have part of your corpse back. There. See, I knew it. Part of a mechanism. You poor head, you. Hold the code dial in place for a short time to enter a number. Turn the dial again to enter the next number. Can I crack it? You're supposed to hear a little click, aren't you? No, it's not made to be easy. Von Schmidt. Ashes to ashes, rest in peace. Great, General. Did we have something for this? By the memory of my father. So it's our father, not our grandfather, who made this safe. The safe is in memory of the grandfather. So what is... You said when you were 32, but that's too far-fetched, I feel. Well, let's try 32. Okay, let's do a full circle. I don't know how exactly you unlock this. Let's see, 3. It even has a mark around 3. And 8. But that might just be the fingers. Worth rotating it. Let's start 3, 2 first. Still locked. Okay. Well, since there's a big mark in around 3 and 8, let's see if there's a significance to this. If it could be that. 3 and 8. Okay, so this was like this. This is the resting position for what I can tell. Or... No, this is the resting position. Here. When did he die? He died in 1908, didn't he? So what if we take... The combination you entered, I just click one thing and... I just realized there's a well in here. Mother was always there for you when you were playing too close to the edge of a well. Now you're locked out for her too. Now you've looked out for her too. Oh, what's with my eyes today? Why is there a well? You leave the gardening to others. Well, it sounds like we live here now since you leave the gardening to others. Weren't we just pulled away from the war and into the house? Well, let's have a look at you then. Mother, I suppose. Oh, grandmother. Makes sense because the ashes are here. Katharina von Schmidt, 1858. She died for her son. May he prove worthy of her sacrifice. Oh. Died for her son, as in during childbirth? May he prove worthy of her sacrifice. Makes sense why the grandfather would be extra salty towards his son. Rest in peace. 1908. Must be something with 1908, right? But how do I... Oh, it said a tick. I heard a tick. I heard a tick. And I heard a tick again. Isn't this... Maybe this is it then? 1908. Ah, yes. And then 8 and then let go when I heard a click, maybe? Yeah, okay. It is his death year. May he rest in peace. Because the little tutorial, I didn't get to see it at all. So I just... But that's good then. The note first.
To produce the iron-dissolving tank eater, combine 3 parts of the enclosed chemical compound, which I have named Wilhelmswasser, with 1 part hydrochloric acid. A 3-to-1 ratio is essential. The combination will only produce tank eater acid if the proportions are exactly correct, and the hydrochloric acid used is pure. This will change everything.
3-to-1 ratio. Let's see if I can figure this one out. Wilhelmswasser. The water of Wilhelm. Come on, you still have a hand, do you? Maybe he did lose his hand in the prologue. Sometimes it's so hard to grab things. We should not close this then. I suppose you should hug the wall from now on. Sorry about that. Loud thud. It started thudding. Something's probably gonna happen soon. Are we gonna be pulled back into the war? Or some sort of weird memory dimension? Got a reflection spooked me a bit. Okay, so Wilhelmwasser. And then 3, 2, 1. Use the levers to fill the middle glass container. Once you think you have the correct ratio, pull the middle lever to mix the chemicals. With 1 part hydrochloric acid. 3, 2, 1. What does that mean? Which one is 3 and which is 1? I suppose 1 part Wilhelmwasser. There. And then fill you all the way up. Glurk, glurk, glurk. That fills up fast. Tank ether acid. They say this acid can cause metals to disintegrate. It smells strange. Yeah, because you shouldn't drink it in the first place. You can almost taste it in your tongue. It's interesting. Fascinating how it doesn't go through the glass, but it goes through iron. Yeah, made a chemical as described in the instructions. Okay, so I did it right. Oh. There was a hum. That was a hum. Okay, now the thing is, what do we use this with? What's our objectives? Dissolve the chain on the basement door. Was that our objective all along? God, I didn't know that's what we were supposed to do. I must clearly not have been paying attention enough. I'm just absorbing myself into the environment. Finding more about our grandpa. Why is this so yellow? And what was that? I'm hearing stuff. Was this always on? This yellow bulb? I'm homing in. There's a tractor beam pulling me in.
December 28th, 1916. Magdalena and I hardly exchange a word. Is it the Quicksilver?
Probably.
No. The whole of Berlin has gone quiet. Everyone is suffering from the hunger. But at least it affords me the peace to continue my work on the test animals.
What?
I want to play my part in the victory.
What?
To devise an agent that can penetrate the filters in our enemies' masks.
What do you mean, test animals? What did you do? Test animals? As in, people that you call animals? Or animals animals? That crocodile suddenly became a lot more airy when I lit up that paraffin lamp. Okay. There's a note on the ground. Grandfather put it there.
October 13th, 1917.
Or father, more like it.
I have ordered our factories to cease the production of ordnance and arms with immediate effect. Grobert refuses to comply. He says that to do so would be treason. 1917. It's all over. Everything.
I suppose that would conclude the First World War indeed. I thought 2018 or 2019, but 2017, or at least it showed signs of it in 2017. Not a big expert in the First World War. Dum da dum. Amnesia the Dark Descent style. A lock has been dissolved, and the mysteries shall come flowing out at me. Come there, mysteries. What if the mysteries shall not come to me, then I shall come to the mysteries. You are all free. Ooh. That looks like a prison area, yes. I suppose the animals shall be humans. 2 cells. Imagine coming down here for a wine or something, and then just hearing the yelling of... Okay, never mind, it's not prisons, it's heaters. French? There were prisoners. There were prisoners. Or are still. The gas wasn't touched. It interacted with the door. I'm coming in a moment. I have to find a key first. Eerie music being played. It's still fair into your enemies, I suppose. Oh, or this office. Knock knock. Oh, the shaky hand. It's not for the prisoners, it's for the one working here. Experiment. How did I do that? Okay.
The gas fogs my mind. One of the windows was open and I thought I saw someone. I can no longer afford to be distracted by figments of my imagination. It is almost done. Death is not the end, it is a gateway. A way out. The first of the pigeons have already passed through.
Pigeons. Grave music for grave procedures. Are you operating on pigeons right now? It seems like you're operating on something more like a... Well, I can hear pigeons. There. Then what is this? I hear gore. Pigeons aren't that big. That supposed to be a human body that you're on. Oh, yikes. Oh, the calm. Malnutrition. Oh, not calm. Very rabid and they died.